Hello, good afternoon. My name is Lynn, and I am a second year student, among many other things, currently attending the University of Guelph and living on campus. I wanted to make this video to hopefully share with some new students or prospective students of the University of Guelph what it's like going to school during a pandemic at this university specifically. So among other things, I am a second year student in the Bachelor's of Commerce program, and my major is Management, Economics, and Finance. There are many majors. I just have one, but I am also the cluster leader for the the on-campus commerce students. So I do have a bit more experience than your average second year. I'm also an international student. So far, I have spent about 4 months away from my family entirely, which was not really the plan when I came to Canada. I wanted to go to school in Canada to get a different perspective on education. I'm from the United States, and before I came to Canada, I had already completed an associate's degree along with my high school diploma. I'm still 19. I did my associates while I was getting my high school diploma through a college credit plus program at my high school. And it's sort of given me a leg up now being in university. So although I'm a second year, I take a lot of third year courses, and I got to skip out on all of my electives, my free electives. I still have to take the commerce electives, but all of the other things, I'm already done with those from my transferable degree. So yeah, this is the intro. The first video that I'm going to be making in this series is a house tour, because I do live on campus, and I live in the East Village Townhouses, which is a pretty cool place. I live in a corner house, so I do have a bit more space than average, but basically everything's the same, and I can show you how I decorated my room. I can't really show you how it came decorated, as I did change quite a few things, but I can tell you about that. And yeah, I hope you enjoy my video series, and I hope that it helps you make your decision, as it is a very big decision, especially during the pandemic. There's a lot of things to think about when you're thinking about choosing your post-secondary education. Alright, let's get on with the tour. So this is a quick overview of what it looks like when you walk into my room. First thing you see is my bed. I do have a mattress pad on my bed. I do think that the beds need that. And if you're wondering, they're regular twin, not extra long. Extra long just adds about 2 inches, maybe 4 or 5 centimeters. It makes the bed a lot comfortable if you get a mattress pad. I got mine from Kohl's in the US. I'm not sure where you would get it here in Canada. As you can see, I also have my fridge. You don't need a fridge, but I do live on the 3rd floor, and it's kind of a hassle to go all the way downstairs if I just want some cold water from my fridge. So I brought my own, but the townhouse is equipped with its own built-in fridge. I also have a lamp. The room came with a lamp, but I didn't live in a townhouse last year. I lived in South Res, and I already had this lamp, so I brought it anyways. And you can see my fairy lights. That's one of the most important things, I think, in my room, because there's something that I turn on every night around, nowadays since it's winter, around 5 p.m. But they add a nice ambiance, and I don't always have to have the harsh fluorescent light that's on the ceiling. Let me show you that. Yeah, there's a ceiling light. And like I said, it also comes with a lamp. But I would suggest bringing some sort of ambient lighting so that you can have a more peaceful evening if you're not doing any more coursework. And then something else I did was I replaced the curtains in my room. When I show you the downstairs, you'll be able to see the original curtains that came with this room. But these are just sheer curtains. People ask me all the time, how do you change in your room if all the curtains are sheer? But I just go in the bathroom to change, so It's not a big deal. And as you can see, I also have a plant. Well, I guess a lot of plants in my room that you'll be able to see. And yeah, this is the best angle of my room right now. I am getting ready for Christmas break, so some things are displaced. But yeah, that's the bed. It also has, let me show you real quick, also has under the bed storage. And that's just where I keep all my shoes. It goes pretty far back under the bed, and there's two sides that you could normally use, but my fridge is in the way. The next angle that I would like to show you in my room is the east wall. Every room in East Village comes with this beautiful wardrobe. Each of these pieces is modular, so you could break them up if you wanted to, rearrange it, but it's really best if you keep them together. There's not that much space in the room to reconfigure everything. And both of the cabinets are hanging storage, and this one over here comes with a mirror inside, which I'll get a clip of in a minute. But I also did bring my own full-length mirror, which I command hooked to the wall because I do like looking at my outfit in total. The one inside the cabinet is not a full length, it's only like this much. So it's kind of difficult. I also have another plant up there. It's just a water plant. It's an ivy. And more twinkle lights. But let me show you a clip now of the inside of that cabinet. Here's that cabinet. As you can see a lot of your body, but not everything. And then, like I said, it's got hanging storage, enough for a short person like me to have full-length clothes in. And there's 3 drawers on this part of the cabinet. That is about all that I can show you of my room right now. Like I said, I'm getting ready to go on holiday break, and it's quite a mess. So I will insert a clip of a full walkthrough of my room when it's clean, and I'll do that right here. So as you could see, the parts of the room that I didn't show you were this shelf, which has 3 drawers on the bottom. The top of the shelf and the bottom drawer section, they do separate. And I use that mostly for sweater storage or cold weather clothing. And then the top part, as you can see, is food and dishes. The houses don't come with a set of dishes, but you can order them from the university, like a borrowing system. If you're an international student who's flying and doesn't really want to weigh down your luggage with plates and silverware. And then behind me is my very messy desk, which you saw in the video when it was clean. And there's a drawer system next to that. It's not connected, so you can use that as your night table. I use my fridge as my night table, but I'm sure most people would use the drawer system. And the desk is relatively high, I would say, although I am short. It's sort of like this height desk instead of what I would expect, more of like a writing style. And then the chair itself, it's on a rocker, so you can like rock forward and backwards on it, which would be nice. I don't personally love the chair. It's not my favorite. It's not very comfortable to sit in for a long period of time. It is a cushioned chair, but there's no lumbar support, which I don't really expect from a college dorm, but it's a little disappointing. And I did bring my own chair, which you can see is holding my plant right now. And I sit in that sometimes just to relax and not be in my bed, since I don't want to live in my bed all day long. I've also put up a lot of command hooks around. That's how I hold my curtains back, because I have command hooks that are really rounded. They're meant for cable management. I'll show you that in a second. And the command hooks really help to like store some of my jackets and sweaters that I don't really want folded, and as well as my towel and hair towel. And like I said, there's also that lamp that you saw. It's in the corner of my desk. Yeah, so if I was going to say the 3 most helpful things in my room that I brought with me that weren't already here, I'd probably say the fairy lights, the full-length mirror, and the comfy chair. Now that we're done with my room, I'd like to move on to the bathroom. There's a separate toilet room and shower room, which is really nice when you're living with other roommates, and I share this bathroom setup with one other person because of the COVID pandemic and because there's only 4 people that live in the townhouse, so there's 2 bathrooms for 4 people. Makes sense. So as you walk in, it's a little bit tight. The door closes like directly onto the toilet, but there's a nice light up there. And there's a vent if you need to have that. It came with the plunger, didn't come with the toilet brush. Our room specifically has a window with nice shades that close, and everything comes with a sink. This shelf underneath the sink has storage. Yeah. Like I said, there's a shower room. And here's some hooks if you wanted to hang your towels on those. There's also a bar. And the door, of course, has a lock on it. Like I said, we have a window. We keep it closed most of the time, obviously. And there's a shower. It's just a normal shower. It's got a bathtub. It comes with a drain plug. The curtain is wide enough that it covers the whole shower and you can stay nice and warm. So now I've walked all the way downstairs. Like I said, I do live on the 3rd floor, and now I'm on the 1st. I'm in our living room, and I'll give you a quick pan of that. We have quite a lot of chairs in here, mostly discarded from other people's rooms because there's not a lot of space upstairs in the rooms. As you can see, we have 2 huge windows. Most living rooms only have the one. It's big though, so that's nice. It's our back door. We've got the lights there. One of them's an outdoor light. And then here's our dining table. We don't really use it. And then you can see all the way down there is our front door. Walk down the hallway to the front door. That's where our garbage is and our recycling. Oops, you need to take out the recycling. And there's also a closet right by the front door where we've got some coats, boots, my French horn, and in here is the, I don't know, maybe the water tank. And there's also a vacuum system, which I think is pretty cool. It hooks up to lots of little, sorry, make you dizzy, lots of little points in the wall. So you can just hook the hose up in here, and it vacuums, so you don't have to take out the vacuum bag or anything or handled vacuum. And now I'm standing in our kitchen. Our kitchen is a very galley style kitchen. Like I said, there's 4 of us living here, and it does work out that there are enough cabinets of equal sizes that we can split them up evenly between us, so we didn't have to fight for cabinet space. We have a double sink, as you can see. It is quite full of dishes, as college dorms always are. We have an oven with 4 stovetop burners. It didn't come with a microwave. We bought our own, and of course it comes with a fridge, so that's nice. So yeah, I think that will conclude my first video. A house tour of an East Village townhouse, a corner house to be specific, so if you live in East Village, your house might be a bit smaller than this one. Overall, I really like living in the townhouse, especially as a 2nd-year student. I feel like I have a bit more responsibility over like my daily needs, like eating. Like I said, last year I lived in South Residence. I lived in Maritime. This year Maritime is not open because of the pandemic. There's some rules about bathroom sharing, and it was I think a 10-to-1 bathroom ratio in Maritime, and here, like I said, it's 2 people to 1 bathroom. And I don't really have a lot of fighting with my roommates. We don't very often use the lounge space, but you might. Of course, we are sticking to the COVID guidelines and not having people over to our house. We decided that within our house we would become a pod so that we didn't have to wear masks anytime we were outside of our room, but that would be something that you could do if you were worried about spreading. I trust my roommates, and I know that they have all of our best interests at heart, so we just stay in our little pod. The places that I get food from, a lot of times the grocery store if I want to cook something. Like I said, full oven, so you can bake cookies all you want. And one of my roommates, she does make a lot of like really great pastas, and she has a great time cooking. She does take most of the kitchen when she's doing that. Like I said, it's pretty small, but you know, she meal preps, so it's only one day a week. And then if you have a meal plan, you can eat on campus. Right now, Creelman, which is like the fancier dining hall, is open. That's where I go most of the time. Previously, North Campus LA Pit was open, but now it's not. It's been closed down. Up there still the Starbucks is open, and then the UC was open before, but now it's just the Starbucks and the Subway in the UC, the University Center, that are still open. So sometimes I go to Subway, sometimes I go to Starbucks, but mostly I'm going to Creelman. There's a lot of places to eat in there. I'll do a pretty full review of the food that I eat in another video. And if I'm going grocery shopping, there's lots of great places to go around here, which I'll talk about in my food video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that the video was not too long and boring, and that you got something good out of it. I hope to see you on my next video. Probably going to be the food one, not going to lie. And I hope that your college search is going well. Thank you for watching.